Vinyl community. It is the 11th of January 2026. Gonna do first video for the new year, and anybody who's watched some of my past videos, you might notice things look a little different here. Last 2 days I've been busting my rear end trying to organize this room to keep from tripping over the records that we're taking over, and got some new shelving and not finished, but probably about 90% done. Just got some box sets I need to get loaded in the room and straighten up some CDs that I have in here, but maybe I'll do a video in the next couple of days of the room, which I sure wish this was a bigger room, because even now I still feel a little crunched in, but yeah, I'm happy to have all of my purchases from the last, let's say, 2 years now alphabetical. So yeah, we'll talk more about that in an updated video in the coming days, but I'm gonna do a quick video. I'm gonna start off with some CDs, so you know, vinyl community, but showing some CDs. I'm gonna start off with some Christian stuff, and then I'll go into some secular purchases. But let's see, these first 4 are, I believe, purchases from Boone's Overstock, and been looking for some more rap music, but without all the language in it. And I've came across this band, not familiar with them, I've not heard them before, but they are the Preachas, and this is Violent Playgrounds from 1993. And as you can tell, it's still sealed, so I've not had a chance to listen to this yet, but I'll pop that open sometime soon. This one I have had a chance to listen to, and this is S.F.C. And I do have one of their later CDs. This is one that was re-released, I believe, just last year through Retroactive. And yeah, this is good stuff. It's pretty hardcore hip hop without all the trash language and trash talk in there, and it's good, meaningful rap music. I mean, so this one's called A Saved Man in the Jungle. And this one I've not popped open. This one was also re-released vinyl. I have not had a chance to pick up that vinyl yet, but I'm gonna, if I like this enough, I'll probably eventually snag the vinyl copy. And this one is Phase 3, which is album number 3 from them, so this being the first one. And then another album that I have been seeing online for years now, and it was re-released as a gold copy in 2022, is XL and DMB, Death Before Dishonor. And I held up. I don't know why, but I held off on getting this. I should have picked it up years ago. It just it's got a, I don't know, kind of a, it's rap, it's thrash, a little bit of hardcore, and again, really good lyrics. It is a Christian-based band, originally released on Brainstorm Artists International, which I believe also released the S.F.Cs, but this has a much more metal, thrashy sound to it. It's got members of Deliverance playing on here, and oh, who else? Crucified. Some of the members of Crucified. And so yeah, if you're into like crossover or a little bit of rap metal, I would recommend checking this out. I believe that they've released some albums after this one, and I will definitely be on the lookout for those. Okay, next, the package that I got in a couple of days ago. Been holding on to open this up. This is a package from Girder Music, or AKA Girder Records, and I believe, if I remember correctly, there should be 4 records in here. And an envelope. And it's a box within a box. I'm not used to having that from Girder. I'm going to open this up first. It is possible I might have ordered a CD. Maybe. Oh, yes. I'm going to hold off on that for just a moment. All right. So the CD that I have here, I actually also ordered the record version because both were quite reasonable. But the first record I'm going to share is a band from South America. I don't remember which country, but Alos Spiritual Battle, Girder Records, and it's power metal. I don't know much about the band other than the fact that I think they have a second full-length release. This would be their first one, so I'm checking out a new band. All right, we'll move on to the record that I also got the CD of. Now, this came out, I guess, a year and a half ago. I know there was a version of this that was released on the Record Store Day, and I had no interest whatsoever. I initially thought, why are they releasing that? Seemed kind of odd, but come to find out, this is actually some hip hop from what would have been WWF when I was growing up, Macho Man Randy Savage, and he did this record back in the early 2000s, so I think originally released in 2003, and this is Randy rapping, and when I started listening to some of the tracks online, and it's actually pretty good. He even has a song on here where he's, I guess, dissing Hulk Hogan. I would imagine that's just all playful, those guys, there were times they were partners and other times they were arch enemies, and but always enjoyed Randy growing up and watching him wrestle. And I believe actually saw him live. It was either Madison Square Garden or Nassau Coliseum for one of the bigger WWF events back in the day. So look forward to giving that a full listen. And then I believe this was like $5. So figure I could spin it in the car when I'm traveling around. And okay, the last of the records from this purchase was a band that I got to see a year and a half ago at Immortal Fest in Ohio, and they just blew my socks off. I thought it was a bunch of young guys up on stage because I didn't have my glasses on and I was far enough back helping out with merchandise, and from my vantage point off on the side, it seemed like they were just young and just firing on all cylinders. And after speaking to my friend Anthony, he's like, "Oh, most of those guys have been in the business for years now, decades." So I picked up their CD and really loved it. And when I had the opportunity of getting their so far one and only album on record, I didn't waste any time. And this is Iron Wrath, Master Storyteller. And these guys actually have done, for their live performances, they've got video tracks that they've created with, looks like actors and maybe people they've hired. And there's actually film and video for each of the songs on this album. I'm not sure if they've made that available online. I'm sure there were, probably a few videos on YouTube. If you're not familiar with them, check them out. It's great. Just, I would say, traditional heavy metal, a little bit of power, maybe a little bit of, some technical, I wouldn't say prog, but I don't know. Maybe there's a little progginess to it, but definitely more power metal, traditional. and C.C. Reich, or excuse me, C.G. Reich is the behind this band. If I remember correctly, I think he's the drummer, the songwriter. He is the mastermind behind the group. All right. Two more records that I got recently that I want to share that I've not listened to yet, even though one of them I do have on CD, and it's a band that's been around for a good while. They actually haven't put out anything in recent years, and that is Jacob's Dream. This was originally released on Metal Blade Records in 2005, and this was their third full length, I believe, not including their demo, which wouldn't be a full length, but third full length. And they brought on their new singer for this one, which I should have put down on paper. I don't remember his name, but their first two albums are fantastic, really good American power metal. I think they kicked it up a notch with this one. And even though their fourth and fifth albums, the two that came after this, were self-produced and self-released, they were really good too. But I would say this is probably the high watermark for this band. So this was the pre-order for this was a little bit pricey. I did wait a little bit on it, and got it for a little cheaper on Amazon. And this one is a opaque blue and green double vinyl. So one's blue and one's green. So haven't listened to it yet, but I'm familiar with the material on it, and really, really good album. And the last one that I'm going to share in this video is a band that I've not listened to, and I had to do a little research on them, but another purchase from Amazon at a really good price. I've picked up a few other records from this company. They are Transcending Obscurity Records out of India. And this will be the third album that I've gotten from this company. And they do a really bang-up job with their covers. It's got a for lack of a better word, a shininess to it. There may be an official better term for that, but they're very unique, and they usually come with a few little extras. They've got usually a hype sticker on the sleeve, and so I'm going to hold off on naming the band. First, I want to point out, so if we catch the light, I don't know, there's a bit of a glare there, but might be able to catch the effect. There we go. And so yeah, the band is Baron, Baron, and the name of the album is Beneath the Blazing Abyss. This came with a patch here. It came with a card. It's limited to 150. This one is 145, handwritten. You got the hype sticker there, and they also do a really good job with their different variants. Usually, typically, we'll do a great match with the album cover, and then there's a download card. So these guys are a death metal doom mix, and the band is from Finland. They are from Finland. So have not listened to this other than just listening to a track or two online, but I've been able to do 2 orders from that company where they were shipped directly from what did I say, India, and then this one I got directly from Amazon. So something new. It was like checking out something I've not listened to before, and I know that's that company is a reliable company. Thanks for watching. Wanted to keep this one kind of short, but again, maybe in a day or so, I'll do a little walkthrough of the room, and just for anybody interested in what this room looks like. It's been a few years since I took pictures, and maybe do a little video update. So thanks for watching. Happy New Year, and God bless. Till next time.